Hi Alex, in this code practice, I'm selling Matthew Paulson's book, Automatic Income, to beginners who are starting to be interested in dividend stocks to finance their retirement. They landed on this page with an email sent earlier. I think that's all the context. Enjoy reading. Okay, interesting. Written by MarketBeat CEO. Get your free book and learn how to fund your retirement with the hidden power of dividend stocks. Okay, so get your free book is the offer, effectively, and learn how to fund your retirement with the hidden power of dividend stocks. Let me keep reading before I give any feedback. I'd like to rush you one of my 2,000 copies of my book, Automatic Income, plus some bonuses for free. Inside, you'll discover the basics of stock investing. You'll discover the true nature of stocks to use their hidden potential, the boring secrets of insiders to earn 1.6 times more than others by buying exactly the same stock at the same price, why buying stock in a company everyone hates is actually a good idea, and much more. Now, this is effectively between an offer and a promise lead, okay? You're stating the offer and you are stating effectively a promise about what you're going to be delivering on this. So very, very direct. This is kind of slight guru based with almost like sales letter light. Here's something I'd recommend for this immediately. I would at least A/B test what you've got here against a single, very short squeeze page, which just has bullets, okay? Just has a short lead and then bullets. Now, is this a free plus shipping offer? So for a payment of just $376, I was saying, okay, fair enough. To be fair, for a second there, I thought it was just a digital ebook, but it makes sense because you did say copies at the top. So my bad. What I was going to say, if this was a digital book, I would say just test it against like a very, very short squeeze page just with some bullets. And I feel like that may even perform better because it would be far more condensed and focused. But this is a free plus shipping offer, so I will judge it as such. This should not be the focus of your headline. This should be the focus of your headline, first of all. So quick function edit there, like get anything starting with get your free book. I know you're saying it's coming from an email that was sent earlier. I'd need to see the email. I'd need to see if it was just a lift email, if it was built up into kind of a partial sales email, if it already explained the offer. Because if it already explained the offer, then yeah, it might make more sense to start with this. But again, it'd be nice to have that context. Ultimately, if you know they're interested in automatic, saving through stocks and generating passive income, then that's the big headline that I would lead with, not get your free book. A really simple gimmick I've seen work for these kind of pages is like a gifting gimmick, where it's like, my free gift to you, like : how to fund your retirement with the hidden powers of dividend stocks. That at least gives it a bit more like it's not just a salesy offer, because this smacks right now of heavy sales, like heavy sales, heavy sales, heavy sales. You can soften that and make it feel far more like you're building a relationship and it's a bit more authentic. Get your free book with an exclamation point and, you're getting all this stuff for free and there's loads of bonuses. Smacks of, very old school, very like, I don't like this. I feel like there's ulterior motives here. Whereas my free gift to you, learn how to fund your retirement with the hidden power of dividend stocks, just like I did. And then imagine if it was just, instead of I'd like to rush you one of my 2,000 copies of my book, Automatic Income, and some bonuses, imagine if it was, I'm currently sat on 2,000 copies of my best-selling book or whatever, Automatic Income. To celebrate my retirement, or like my second retirement or something, give a reason to it, I'd like to ship all these copies out to people like you for free. Do you see how much that changes the kind of vibe of this sales page? All of a sudden, it becomes far more like, oh shit, I feel almost grateful for this. The urgency is still there, and the offer still is direct, which is absolutely fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with running kind of offer lead for this. But it's now far more subtle and respectful and trustworthy. Inside, you'll discover these bullets are pretty weak, I would say. I think like this is kind of okay. There's like decent ideas here. That one's too boring. That's kind of implied by the title of the book and what you're saying anyway, so I would definitely move that. These need to be more interesting and gripping and intriguing. There's a good idea here, the boring secret of insiders to earn 1.6 times more than others, even though you buy the exact same stock at the exact same time or price. Something interesting there, but again, just turn it into a proven bullet formula. And why buying stock in a company everyone hates is actually a good idea. Like, yeah, okay, but it's kind of like you're almost giving away the farm with that bullet. You're almost telling me like, I should just buy stocks in companies everyone hates. Instead, imagine if it said something like the love-hate test to immediately tell, or to immediately whatever, if a company is worth investing in. This may shock you. Page 59. Far more intriguing. I'm like, oh, the love-hate test. I now don't know what that is, but I'm super intrigued because now I want to know. Do you see how much better that comes across and how much more interesting and how much more likely I am to actually kind of read through with this? Okay, now I want to read. Dear readers, look at the incredible results of these investors. Boom, boom, boom. That's as much as dividend stocks can earn, and those results aren't particularly incredible. That's as much as dividend stocks can earn. That doesn't make sense. That makes it sound like that's as much as they can earn, as in they can't go any higher, but then you say those results aren't particularly incredible. Doesn't make sense. Many of these people left jobs to retire early or took less stressful part-time jobs while waiting for retirement, yet they are not financial experts or the heirs of a wealthy family. No, in fact, they are ordinary people just like you. All they had to do was buy good stocks and use a few tricks to build a stock portfolio that performs strangely well compared to the rest of the market. Okay, like I'm liking this more. So if you're looking for a safe and profitable investment strategy, you need to be very careful with claims like that. If you're looking for a safe and profitable investment strategy, is implying that you're about to hear one, which you can't guarantee. So that's something a legal team would look at and go like, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, you can't say that. Because I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. My name is Matthew Paulson. If you know me already, you should know that I've been searching for 6 years for an investment strategy that I could unconditionally recommend to the 3 million subscribers of my daily newsletter. I evaluated all proven investment strategies and all new financial assets. All the portfolios I looked at either performed poorly or only performed well under certain conditions. There feels like a bit of a disconnect between this lead and like this kind of guru introduction now, because this kind of makes it sound like, you know, you're starting with the offer and you're almost revealing what the offer is. Like, it's this book, it's the automatic income thing. But now you're kind of like walking back through the years, just saying like, oh, like I've been trying to search for this thing, and you know, if you know me already, you'll know I did this, and I've discovered all these investment strategies and all this stuff. And it's just kind of, it's kind of clashing with like, well, this was meant to be kind of a direct kind of offer lead. So I'm expecting you to reveal the system, but you're kind of just building up with a bunch of fluff about how you kind of got to the system, I guess. So I would maybe cut this down slightly. Like, again, this is fine, but I would relate this back to the book immediately because you've already revealed the book. If you're sticking with an offer lead, then get to the crux of the offer pretty damn quickly. But with time, I discovered an investment strategy less volatile than the S&P 500 and with a high yield that yielded 12 to 19% annual returns each year. Look, I'm not an expert on crypto, growth stocks, or real estate, but I know a lot about dividend stocks. I've spent the last 20 years studying them. Over time, I've discovered some secrets and tricks used by big names in finance like Donald Trump, Warren Buffett, or Benjamin Graham. Secrets like the rule of 8, discover on page 101. Again, and now you're bringing it back to the offer, to the book specifically, after not mentioning the book at all, right? You're just kind of vaguely talking about how you can help people earn more money, not talking about the book, not talking about the system. It's fine to introduce the guru, but you better relate it back to this book, this offer you've already brought up, okay? This is what I mean. It feels like a sale letter light, and it feels like you're kind of doing what you've seen in sales letters, kind of comparing it to like a free plus shipping offer with a book, but like the narrative, the golden thread isn't quite there because you've started with a direct offer lead and you've started by kind of lauding this system. I've told you obviously how I would change that hero section, but now you're kind of going into more about the guru and his history and like, you know, other people have made money doing this, and talking about other people having made money with this is fine, but you need to focus it around the system. Okay. This needs to become a system promo. Take that, change that, run with it, and go and actually swipe other free plus shipping offers. Forget sales letters, just go and swipe other free plus shipping offers and see what they talk about. Usually they talk about a system. I also want you to think about what emails have gone before this and what the context of people like going to this page is going to be, okay?